Hey, beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now, my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and as you can see, today it's gonna be a candle wax reading, and today it's all about your next relationship. So, anything regarding that, any details are welcomed, okay? So, let's see what we have for you today. And yeah, as always, my dear, I have three piles that you can choose from, and today we only have cards to select from. So, this is pile one. This is pile 2 and this is gonna be pile 3, my dear. As always, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey, pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see. So what can we get about you and your next relationship? Now, I would say let's start straight away, my dear. Let's see. Let's look into your next relationship. As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment. Okay. Okay, there is one thing I would like to say. This is also something that came through when I was meditating, okay, for your pile beforehand. And what I'm receiving here, which is really confirming what I felt while I was getting ready for this reading, was I really feel like this relationship for you, my dear pile one, is one that you have been waiting for quite some time now. I'm hearing some of you guys have been single for quite some time, okay? But it's all about the feeling. So for others, maybe you have been in relationships. Maybe you even have been in relationships which lasted for a very, very long time. However, it wasn't really what you were looking for, or it wasn't really one in which you were able to perhaps express yourself as much as you would have, or maybe it wasn't really the kind of relationship that you were hoping for, okay? It just feels like, when someone finally comes home, like they finally arrive, this is the energy here, and it really feels like you finally arrived. You finally found someone that you can have or create, of course, right? Because it takes two, or of course, multiple people, right? But it takes multiple people to create a relationship, and I really feel like this is the kind of energy that you have been waiting for. Also, when we talk about who this person is, they're gonna be way more willing to put in whatever it takes than, for example, someone's ex, okay? Like, I'm already getting for someone here that, yeah, there could have been a relationship which wasn't really quite great, okay? So this is something very, very different right here. And not only that, I really feel like, my dear pile one. Mm, Wait a minute. Okay. This relationship is gonna feel very, very different, okay, from those previous ones, for those of you guys who have been in a relationship so far, all right? Always remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But what I'm really feeling here is, in this one, you can you can come out of yourself more, and you can kind of share your light, share your colors. For some reason, I just feel like maybe you couldn't do so, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantically speaking. It can even be genuinely, be you being in some kind of environment in which you are not able to quite share your light or your ideas and so on. And this really feels like a relationship or a space in which you're safe to do so. You're safe to explore, to experience, and you're not gonna, yeah, have to fear that you're faced with judgment. For some of you guys, you could meet this person we're talking about through some kind of social gathering, I'm seeing, okay? A place where there are a lot of people, and maybe even like younger people, like children, even, okay, present. I know it's very random, but that's just something I'm seeing here coming through. I'm also been drawn towards this card, right? Because I really randomly chose for each and every pile a card. And I do feel like whenever I do this, the card also has a meaning or has a message for the viewer. And this abundance energy definitely for me makes a lot of sense, because this feels like, the kind of place or relationship in which you can bring this abundance in, because you don't feel like trapped, or you don't feel like playing a role or being someone that you're not. And this is why I was talking about this freedom aspect being very, very big here. And just generally speaking, I feel like this relationship, okay, and also the person that you're gonna have this relationship with, you guys actually can together make a lot happen, also with this abundance energy here. Of course, it depends on what you guys want, right? But I just feel like there's something coming through here that indeed you guys are gonna go for. Let me see. Okay, I feel like for some of you guys, this may be like a soulmate energy, all right? Like someone that you can have the soulmate connection with. Of course, take it how it resonates, but this is something I am seeing coming through here. Also, another thing that I really find interesting in this energy, which also um goes hand in hand with what I just said regarding feeling free. There is something here about you not having to control, all right? You being free to let loose. Now, I'm wondering whether maybe some of you guys, just generally speaking, through life or through relationships, you felt like sometimes you have to control things. But especially if we talk about like matters of the heart, like control is not really an energy that fits into this. It's all about letting it just unfold, right? And not really trying to influence it, just allowing it to come through however it's supposed to come through. And what I'm seeing here for you, my dear pile one, is that in this relationship, especially, you're going to learn that there is no need to control. What has to be there is trust. And when two people genuinely trust each other, they believe in the other as well, right? And I really feel like this is what's coming through. Maybe for some of you guys, you have trust issues, or because of experiences, as I said, it's just a little bit difficult for you to do that, you know? And I feel like there is no need for this. And you will go through it. Of course, me saying it is one thing, but you experiencing it actually is something totally different. And that's actually the major thing here. Once you are experiencing this, you will understand that it's all about finding the right person, you know, and also the kind of relationship we have, of course, to us, right? And I really feel like this is gonna be the relationship in which you're allowing trust to overtake and not fear, right? Fear of certain maybe insecurity, so you feel like you need to control this or you need to control that. Mm-mm. Also, for some of you guys, if you have had some previous relationships and you feel like you may have done something wrong or you may have somehow sabotaged the energy, what I'm seeing is that the sabotaging quality or aspect is definitely vanishing in here. It's not as present. I feel like this sabotaging energy, which why it's coming through, is more so to explain some background information, like perhaps things that have happened in the past. Maybe it's not only you in a relationship, but it's just generally speaking. Maybe you sometimes tend to sabotage yourself because of fear. And what I'm seeing here is that the sabotaging energy doesn't have any room in this relationship, okay? So you know, so you understand. You know why? Because in this energy, one major, of course, aspect is the love, right? The love you share for this person and also towards yourself. And love can be such a powerful force, and I really feel like this love is going to be so inspiring for you to work on yourself or to not make perhaps the same mistakes you did in the past. And this inspiring energy, in fact, is gonna make you want to do more things that come from a heart space and not from fear. And that's really the big thing here. If you have in the past reacted or responded more so in fear, then what's happening here is that it's coming through out of love. Talking about this person also who you are going to be in a relationship with, I really feel like this person, my dear, is someone with who you will meet on a mind, like on a mental level. They are very smart and intelligent, and I feel like they will challenge you, and this is something you really love as well. This is someone like you will also challenge them, and you guys see eye to eye. Both of you guys can really resonate with the other, and I feel like you guys will have a lot of time in which the other will impress you big time through what they have to say, through the way they articulate themselves, through just who they are. But their mind definitely plays a big role here, because their mind indeed is very impressive. Let me see, is there anything else? Okay, if some of you guys for some reason have some fears regarding relationship, relationships, I really feel like you, once again, like you're not gonna allow them to overtake. And maybe that's the thing for some of you guys, the sabotaging energy comes from certain fears when it comes to partnership, romance, relationship, the opposite gender or the same gender, of course, right? Depending on who you are in. And I really feel like when we talk about this energy and certain fears you may have, you're not gonna allow, okay? You're not gonna allow this to get a hold of you. And that's actually what's gonna help you so much be more free. This is really you saying yes to love and no to fear. And I really feel like this has not only something to do with this relationship, but this is also about you in general. This will also influence you and other areas of your life. For example, maybe in the past you tended to choose a career or a job which also a little bit came through not necessarily fear, but maybe you thinking a little bit like small of yourself, and you thought, okay, this is all I can get, I can't do more, I'm not capable of more, and so on, like I'm not good enough for more. And then it's kind of like you're understanding that this actually came from a fear mentality, and like what great things you could build when you're giving into love. You know, that's kind of the shift a little bit I'm seeing here. Yes, of course, we're talking about relationships, but I feel like it goes beyond that, you know? So that's a wonderful message right there. Especially for those of you guys who really like listen to this and you say, yes, that's true. Very often I allow fear to cage me or trap me, and I really need to break free from that. All right? So this energy definitely would be very, very welcoming in this case. So, my dear pile one, this is actually all I have for you for today. So, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And as always, my dear, I also invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't. Also, my dear, if you're curious or interested in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pile one, I am sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal one, take care, my love. Hey, pal two, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what can we get about your next relationship. So, my dear, I would say let's start straight away. Let's see, let me get you your candle. Let's see, for my dear pile 2, what can we get about your next relationship? As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment. Okay, first of all, I would like to say, I don't know, but the number 3 is really coming through here. So this could be someone's life number, or maybe when we talk about this relationship, it could be the third month, third day, or just something about the 3 here. Maybe you guys are seeing a lot of like 333 or such things, or maybe you will understand the significance more once you meet this person. But what I can already say is the number 3 is really coming through here. Now, let's continue. So, first of all, my dear, one thing that I'm also getting here is that I feel like this was gonna be a relationship which is gonna develop slowly. However, I don't feel like this is gonna be an issue for you. I don't feel like you're gonna want to rush this either. In fact, it really feels like the slow energy is the right energy. Well, that for sure, um, it does make some sense because sometimes when we take our time regarding something, we can really think it through, plan it through, and so on, right? And also talking about relationships here, I really feel like both of you guys are gonna, yeah, have then even more time to really get to know each other and so on. See what, you want from this relationship, how the other thinks about it, and so on. So, talking about the dating phase here, I really feel like you guys are gonna take your time, but it's actually what you're gonna need because I feel like your dating phase is gonna be not a boring one. In fact, I feel like you're gonna do a lot of interesting things with each other. I don't know why, but I'm seeing traveling. I'm seeing like going into nature a lot. So maybe you will go to some very, very interesting places, like in your city or maybe nearby somewhere. But I see that you're gonna see a lot of beautiful like nature. I see trees. I even see water for some of you, and you may actually have a lot of great experiences there. Now, speaking of this person, I really feel like they are someone who, genuinely speaking, this is who they are, this is their personality. They always like to take things very slow but secure. And this is gonna be what you're also gonna feel. And I feel like maybe that's why you're also gonna be okay with it because you understand the intentions between this slow energy. The partner that you're gonna have this next relationship with, they are someone who also are gonna look for a long-term relationship, all right? So this doesn't feel like a relationship which maybe, you know, be something very fast and then gone. No, I really feel like this could actually develop into a long term relationship, of course, if this is something you also want. In this relationship as well, it's going to really teach you a lot about yourself, but it's also going to trigger a certain transformation, I feel like. But this goes for both of you guys. Maybe you guys are going to find yourselves in situations in which you haven't been in before being with this person. And through this newness, through these new experiences, you're going to gather, new, yeah, lessons and so on, which are really going to teach you a lot and also help you go through this transformation. But I really feel like it's important. It's for the better as well. I feel like this relationship is going to happen very unexpectedly. So I feel like this may be more so about the person. Maybe you're gonna receive a confession very unexpectedly from them, or you may meet them unexpectedly somewhere. But this energy indeed is present. But not only that, my dear. Another thing I'm seeing here for you is that I feel like with this person, you're actually going to be able to create a very, very beautiful relationship here because what you guys want from a relationship is very similar, and the other also respects your needs, and it's definitely important for both of you guys that it's being met, like whatever you guys want from this, like it's equally being seen. And this is definitely a big reason why I feel like both of you guys are gonna want to put 100% into this. I also feel like you're gonna fall in love with this person, like this next partner, pretty fast. Like the feelings are, yeah, they're gonna develop very fast. This is something I'm feeling here. Hmm. there's this fire that's going to be awakened in you when we talk about this relationship, a certain fire which may have not been there for a very long time. Maybe you weren't really able to enjoy yourself in such a long time, okay? And it's kind of like here you can have the space to come back to yourself, to allow yourself to enjoy and just be. Also, I really feel like, okay, of course, it depends on what energy you more so resonate with, but of course, we all have the feminine and the masculine energy in us, right? But depending on the situation and the relationship, one partner may have more so, let's say, the masculine energy in them, and the other may have like more so the feminine energy in them. And what I'm seeing here, of course, once again, it depends on who's who, but this relationship will allow you to be more in the feminine energy or in the masculine energy. And I really feel like it's gonna be so nurturing. It's kind of like you being in your element a little bit, and it feels so right. It feels so good. For example, if you're someone who's more so resonates with the feminine energy, then I really feel like you are going to be able to be in your in your very nurturing energy right here, you know, and you also are going to be very freely here to express yourself, that whether it's creatively or whether it's emotionally, it's going to be a place in which you really feel free to do so. And I really feel like it's going to be a healing experience, okay? Because maybe on a daily basis you feel like your feminine energy, it has to die a little bit, okay? Because, well, indeed, this for sure is more so a masculine kind of world, and sometimes maybe you feel like your feminine energy, it comes short or it can't really express itself. So this relationship will be great, and yeah, for you to have a space to do so. If you're more so someone who resonates with being more so in their masculine energy, then I really feel like you're not going to be judged for it for some reason. I don't know why it's coming through. I know why or how maybe you sometimes are being judged for this, but in this relationship, you're gonna feel very much accepted for who you are, and also you're really gonna have this natural need to protect this energy and really take care of this energy of this relationship, and you're really gonna thrive in this, okay? It's very important that this comes out of your free will. This is not something you feel like you have to do, but you want to do it, all right? And that really makes the difference right here. Also, my dear, whoever you are, I really feel like in this relationship, you are also gonna have the space to really birth who you are meant to be or who you feel like you want to be. Maybe sometimes you would like to change certain aspects of yourself because you just want to upgrade yourself, you want to go to the next level. However, unfortunately, maybe there are some people who, yeah, who are trying to hold you back from this. I really feel like with this person, they're gonna give you the space to become who you feel like you need to be or who you want to become your greatest version. It doesn't matter who you are today. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter who you were yesterday. All that matters is who you want to be today, right? And I really feel like maybe sometimes people tend to trap you when it comes to your past, and that's a very, very bad thing because, of course, life is all about changes and, of course, to move on, right? And people who are trying to trap you because of certain things that happened in the past or a certain way you were in the past, that's really, really bad. Because you have the right, no matter what, to always go beyond that and move on, right? And I really feel like in this energy, yeah, you will have the space to do so. So, if you may have not already sensed, for sure this relationship has a lot of healing energy in it, and I really feel like it's gonna help you. You know, sometimes we meet this certain person who has such a big influence in our life and a big impact on us, right? And I really feel like in this connection, it's gonna be this person who's gonna have a very big positive impact on you, because they're gonna help you with going beyond your mistakes. You know, just because you did something wrong today, I can't talk. Just because you did something wrong yesterday, that doesn't mean that you can't do it better tomorrow, right? So that's very, very important to understand. We're humans, we're not perfect, and yes, we may sometimes fail, but that doesn't mean that life itself is a failure. And that doesn't mean that we can't do better for ourselves, for others, for, you know, whatever may be our reason, our motivation, our inspiration. And I really feel like in this relationship, you're gonna definitely move towards a better direction for yourself, but also for others. So great energy of support when it comes to leaving what doesn't serve you, the past energy, all right? But not only that, I also feel like the fact that you guys are going to share this love for each other, it's going to be very, very motivating as well. Because it's kind of like you want to get out of this trap, and you want to invite and spread and expand yourself more so in this love energy. Let me see if there's anything else. I feel like this energy or this relationship is also going to really help you to be more gentle with yourself. All right? Also being more confident. Confidence is also coming through here. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is all. I'm not getting more information. But for sure, this confidence energy, my dear pal, too. For some reason, it definitely is very big here. So maybe certain confidence, which is needed for you to do something that you really would like to do, or create something that you really would like to create. But it's definitely gonna be a major part here. So, my dear pile 2, this is all I have for you for today. So, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And as always, my dear, I also invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't. Also, my dear, if you're curious or interested in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pile 2, I'm sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now, let's see. What can we get about your next relationship? So, I would like to start straight away, my dear pile 3. So, let's see. Let's see what we can get for you. As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Okay. Like, this is very straightforward. The first thing I'm seeing here for you, my dear pile 3, is that this can actually develop into a very, very serious relationship right here, okay? So I I saw marriage for some of you guys. So the next relationship you have can actually be with your future spouse. Of course, as always, take it how it resonates, but this is a message that came through, and of course, I need to mention it. So definitely serious energy here from the beginning, okay? Like, there's no doubt about that. It's coming through here immediately. So let me see. Let me see. Yeah, so as I said, marriage is coming through here. This is gonna be a long term relationship for sure. For some of you guys, if this is something you want, yes, you can also legalize it through like through marriage and such things, right? I'm seeing a big celebration. I'm seeing family, friends, yeah, for sure. Okay. So you guys are definitely going to be very, very serious from from the beginning about each other, okay? This doesn't feel like a casual fling that may turn into something serious. No. This is from the beginning serious energy from you both, and I feel like you actually already have in mind marriage somewhere. Like, it's something that you definitely intend to with this person really, really early on, actually. I'm getting some messages regarding who this person is. So, first of all, I feel like this is someone who has already achieved quite a lot of success in their career. That's something I'm seeing here. Someone who has maintained or got a certain position, and yeah, they're very respected for it, like people look up to them. That's something I'm feeling here. They are definitely in their element as well, so whatever they do, it's something that brings them great joy. Like, their work is something that they really live for, and the reason why, okay, why they are so good at it in the first place is because they love it, and all the energy and all the effort that they put into their career, into their job, is well invested, because they can put it into something they genuinely are passionate about and they love. And that's actually such a beautiful thing right here, right? To do something in life that we really, really love to do. Let me see. Mm, okay, for some of you guys, I don't know why this is coming through, but you may want to keep this relationship a secret. Maybe because it's the best, or this is something you guys choose, or maybe because you guys want to leave like noisy people, or like people who tend sometimes to be in your business, just out of your business, okay? So they don't bring their own BS into this energy, but I really feel like you're gonna keep it hidden. Like, for some time, people are not gonna know that you're actually in a relationship or who you are involved with. And that's actually, and that's very interesting, but that actually is going to help you guys to maintain your balance and maintain your peace. Now, I don't know why, whether someone has a relative or a friend who's just too much, but this is something I'm seeing here. Maybe even for some of you guys, because of like some background of you, it's more appropriate for you to keep it hidden, okay? But that's just something I'm seeing here. So, as always, take it how it resonates and leave what doesn't. I really feel like you're gonna see this person and their work ethics, and I know we're not talking about work, but I mean, I can't really control the messages here, right? So I really feel like this is something that's really gonna impress you by them. How much they put into what they've created. And this, yes, of course, it's like connected to work, but it really shows you in general what kind of person they are, and that this person always puts so much into, what they have and what they work on. And it's really something that I feel like you love so much about them. Also, this is definitely someone who, like, they're very quick to act, very quick to move. So when we talk about decision makings, this person definitely doesn't wait too long. That's important. Like, for you, we are getting so much regarding who this person is. I feel like more so than the other piles, but can we also get some more information regarding this relationship? It would be nice. Okay, I'm hearing you're gonna feel very secure and very safe in this relationship, which of course is a very important thing and good news for sure. The way you guys move could be in a very um like incidental way. For example, like you could say, what are the odds that we've made this way? I'm sorry, that we have met this way, whether maybe because it's a place you guys are gonna meet that you've never like been to, or maybe you were just about to not go to this place and you would have missed this person kind of. But of course the energies are gonna put you guys together. I just feel like gonna think, wow, like what are the odds? It's such a beautiful coincidence that we have met, but actually, definitely, it was not a coincidence. That's something I can say here for sure. The energies are bringing you guys together, and yeah, I feel like it's a very exciting way, the way you guys are gonna meet, or at least maybe this is your energy. I feel like I'm really tuning into the kind of energy you're gonna be in, and I'm feeling excited, also nervous. Okay, nervous is also a thing here. Maybe when you talk for this person, like with this person for the first time, you're gonna feel very nervous when you have to interact with them. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why, but I'm looking at this card, and this person definitely, like physically speaking as well, is something that maybe the majority would say looks very attractive, right? It's something that a lot of people maybe would want to have in a partner or in a person, someone who um, looks like that, of course, only for people who are into men. But this is just an image here. This is just metaphorically speaking, okay? It doesn't matter who you are into, but I really feel like the person we're talking about here, your next relationship, it's actually gonna be with someone who you're gonna find very attractive. All right, and maybe that's why you're gonna be very nervous, because they're gonna be your type. And it's kind of like, well, it's just gonna be a lot, right? And it's gonna be very exciting. Mm, yeah, I feel like this could also be the case here. So there's someone who you're gonna find very attractive for sure. Mm, I don't know why, but I feel like maybe this has also something to do with the fact, with the thing I talked about regarding, you will want to keep this a secret. I feel like it's more than that. Some of you guys are literally trying to protect this energy, this relationship. So the energies are not showing me from what you're exactly trying to protect this relationship from. Maybe this person is a little bit known, maybe you are a little bit known, but I really feel like you're not gonna just expose it completely. There's this energy, this element of protection in here, which is gonna be very important for the both of you guys. Okay, this is interesting. This is actually a message that I also got, like, it was either my last reading or like one of the last ones I did for sure. And it was also the kind of message I'm getting now. And it's about the fact that I really feel like it's gonna be easy for you to say yes to this relationship. Way easier, let's say, than maybe in the past. Maybe you're someone who doesn't take this lightly, relationships and also getting involved with someone. So yeah, it maybe takes some time for you to actually be sure about what to do. And I feel like it could a little bit maybe even not scare you, but I feel like surprise is a better word here. It could perhaps surprise you because of how easy or maybe how much easier it's gonna be to you for you to actually say yes to this relationship. So maybe some of you guys have had relationships in the past, so therefore you're extra careful. But hey, it can also be the fact like the complete opposite way, right? Maybe someone watching this, they have never had a relationship before, and therefore it's definitely a big thing to say yes, right? For the very first time. So take it how it resonates, but this is kind of some kind of energy I feel like is a little bit attached to you. And therefore, the fact that this is not going to be as difficult as you thought it would be, this says a lot. And of course, the reason for that is because of this person, because of who you are going to get involved with. You know, they're going to make you feel safe and you're going to feel like you can trust them. It's going to feel right in the sense that, you know, okay, yes, this is someone that I really feel like I can say yes to now. I want to get involved with, I want to experience a relationship with, and I'm gonna go for it. Even if I don't know what the future may hold, this is something I choose to do out of my free will. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So it's gonna be exciting, okay? That's something I'm seeing here. Okay, also take it how it resonates, right? But I talked about the fact that this could be actually a relationship which leads into a very serious and long-term one, right? I also said marriage. And I'm gonna say something more about this. I also am seeing children. So once again, take it how it resonates, but there's the potential of children in this union as well. If, of course, this is something you guys want, but or maybe for some of you guys you already have some children, but I really like I'm seeing them coming through here. All right. Another thing, I feel like one another characteristics kind of that you're really gonna appreciate about this person that you're gonna be with next is the fact that they understand you and they don't question that. So for example, let's just say like you guys go to a place and you're feeling very uneasy there, either because of something that triggers you, or it may even just be a feeling that you have and you're just like, can we please leave? I just don't want to be here. This person is not going to push you into what's like happening. Tell me I'm not going to go before you tell me, and so on. They're going to be very accepting, just taking it the way it is, and they're not going to push you if you don't want to say anything. They're really going to be, yeah, acceptive of that. So this is someone who won't cause any drama. That's another thing here. All right, so just so you know. And they also, okay, for some reason, I don't know why this is coming through, but when you say no, they also hear no, like they will accept it. They will not be pushy. Okay? So, my dear pile 3, this is actually all I have for you. We definitely got for you a lot about this person as well. I think you definitely got more than the other piles regarding who your next partner is going to be. So, yeah, I hope this reading has brought to you the energy insights that you are seeking. As always, my dear, please feel free to share anything that you feel like you want to do in the comment section below. Also, my dear, as always, I invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't. Also, if you're curious or interested in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, my dear, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pal 3, I am sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day or, of course, a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.